Today's topic was chosen by myself. However, if you'd like me to cover a certain topic, leave your suggestion in the comments section, and it may be explored in a future episode of Bionicle Lore Explained. One of the first avenues for us to experience Bionicle's story was the Motunui online game. When most people think of MNOG, their mind calls back to the iconic scene of a toa canister washed up on the bright shores of Tawahi. However, just to its side was a tall staircase carved from jagged rocks, leading to a strange telescope. As we approached the telescope, an eerie track began to play in the background, a far cry from the adventurous atmosphere seen throughout the rest of the game. We arrive, and upon looking through the lens of the telescope, a mysterious red object could be seen lurking in the sky above. When we saw this for the first time, we probably all thought the same thing. What in Matunui's name is that? A question that persisted for almost the entirety of Bionicle's 10 years in existence. In this episode of Bionicle Lore Explained, we'll be trying to answer just that, and hopefully learn more about the enigma known only as the Red Star. After construction on the Great Spirit robot concluded, the Great Beings set their sights on a new project that assists Motunui on his journey to repair Spherus Magna. This project would become what we now know today as the Red Star. Once it was completed, the Great Beings placed creatures called the Castora inside of it. These Castora were biomechanical creatures, a trait shared by many inhabitants of the Matoran universe. But since they lived outside of the Matoran universe, the Castora weren't given sentience by Valeka's awakening, causing them to still experience the limitations from their artificial intelligence. Once the shattering occurred, the Red Star departed from Spherus Magna alongside Motunui, ready to assist the Great Spirit in his mission. Now we already know that the Red Star was created to help Motunui on his mission, but what exactly does that entail? Well, firstly, calling it the Red Star is a bit misleading. In reality, it's actually an engine used by the Great Spirit to escape the orbit of a planet. This is done by attaching the Red Star to Motunui's back and providing him with enough power to exit the planet's orbit. In addition, the star was also involved in efforts to sustain the universe living inside Motunui's body. It not only had the ability to revive dead beings, but as a failsafe, it could also transform Matoran into Toa. However, the star's ability to revive was limited by certain requirements. The first was that it could only revive beings composed of protodermis. It was for this reason that Makuta were unable to be revived, since they were beings of antidermis. And if the body or mind of the being was broken beyond repair, then they also wouldn't meet the criteria to get revived. Finally, it's worth noting that the Red Star contains devices that can supply energy to the inhabitants of the Matoran universe in order to prevent starvation. Gardas was once a simple Matoran living within the Matoran universe, until he was captured by a group of exiled Nenra ghosts. The ghosts took Gardas to alter and mutate him into a living weapon. However, eventually, Gardas managed to escape, and the weapon that the Nenra ghosts created turned against them. Gardas hunted down and killed them all, remaining in the village to wait for their return from the Red Star to do it all again. After a while, Gardas himself passed away and was sent to the Red Star. He was revived and repaired like normal, but shortly after his return to the Matoran universe, the teleportation function broke down. Since Gardas was the last being to use the teleporter, the Castora automatically blamed him for the issue. Since Gardas, none of the revived beings had the ability to return to the Matoran universe, so they sat, trapped aboard the Red Star for untold millennia. Once the Great Cataclysm occurred, Motunui crash-landed into the seas of Aqua Magna, and a new island formed over his body to act as camouflage. This island would become the new home for the Matoran refugees from Mechanui, and they named this island Motunui after the Great Spirit himself. Since Motunui was located on Aqua Magna, the Red Star could be seen in orbit above the moon in the island of Motunui. The villagers knew little of this mysterious star, but they were able to use the constellations it formed to create prophecies foretelling future events. One such example was a prophecy depicting the arrival of the Toa on the island of Motunui. Similar to the Great Spirit robot, the Red Star was also made from protodermis, a substance synthesized from energized protodermis by the Great Beings on Spherus Magna. From his time aboard the star, Toa Pahatu described its interior as a combination of metal bands and organic tissue that was cold to the touch. The star used a power source with similar capabilities to the Great Spirit robot, and also contained energized protodermis. According to Pahatu, it also seemed like the star was home to many laboratories and old machinery. The Red Star is a part of the Bionicle Universe we sadly never got to learn much about. We've known of its existence for almost the entirety of Bionicle's 10-year run, but in that time the true nature of the star and its inhabitants remained an enigma. When it was revealed that the star was used to revive the dead, the purpose of the red star became quite controversial. I'd be curious to know your thoughts on the matter. Should anyone who dies be dead for good to make the deaths of characters more impactful? Or should they be allowed the opportunity to be revived, even if it could make death meaningless? Personally, I think they shouldn't be given the opportunity to be revived, because all of these important character deaths such as Lacan's could become trivialized or meaningless. But again, I'm interested in what you have to say on the matter, so leave your thoughts in the comments section. Also, I'm always looking for suggestions about what I should cover next in the series, so leave any of your ideas in the comments below. While you're at it, be sure to like the video, and if you're new to my channel and enjoy my videos, why not subscribe? I'll see you in the future for more videos, but that's going to be all for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Did you enjoy the video? Then do your duty and give it a like. Also, if you're feeling generous, then why not embrace unity and subscribe for more content just like this. If you've already done those things, then achieve your destiny by joining my Discord server linked in the description. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.